Losing a pet can be devastating. It's hard enough on adults, but for children, it's very hard to understand why our beloved dog or cat is no longer with us. In the new children's book, The Forever Dog, author Bill Cochran writes about a boy who loses his dog and how he gets through this very hard time. Bill, who now lives in Dallas, joins us this morning with his inspiring story. You know, I was reading, it made me cry.
You're not alone.
My eyes welled up because I lost a dog about 2 years ago now, and it still breaks my heart.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. Just about everyone who reads it starts crying at some point. They may be embarrassed. You know, grown men run out of the room, don't want to see them cry. But
is beyond our parents? Is that our first love?
It's a whole kind of love.
Yeah.
I mean, to me it was my dog. It was my first pet. It was the first thing that I had responsibility for, and it's a whole different level and a whole different kind of love.
Have to show everyone who inspired you to write this book. Tell us about your baby.
That's Mo. That was my little golden retriever. I got her probably 14 years ago. And she died 12 years ago. And I was an absolute wreck. I lost it. Complete. I was a mess, and I couldn't believe how sad I was. You know, it took me like a train, you know, and you know, but shortly thereafter, I just sort of had this feeling of like peace, you know, and I was like, she's still here.
And you talk about that in the book, and because the dog and the little boy had made a pact to be together forever. And then the dog got sick and died and broke that promise. And so Mom had to come along and explain to him, well, no, the promise isn't broken. He's still with you. But you have, and so talk a little bit about that. I'm telling the whole story here.
That's okay. Well, the deal is that the dog in the book and my dog, they live with you forever. They live in your heart, though. You know, and so. It takes a little while, and it's painful at first, and then we talk about that in the book. That there's a painful transition from.
So is this what you did when after the dog died? Is this it's mimicking your life here?
It's so autobiographical.
It is. So you turn inside.
Yeah. Well, you know, it just became. I was so blessed. I had Mo for 2 years. I felt ripped off. It was a short time to have a dog, and she just got really well trained when she died. But I was so blessed to have her. I learned so much about love. I learned so much about responsibility. She made me every day. When we go for walks, she'd always go grab a rock about this big and bring it in. It just, you know, it was just a weird thing.
Are we boring you?
I know. This is Trinket. She is from Eastlake Pet Orphanage, and she is looking for a home. And you know, Eastlake Pet Orphanage is this really cool orphanage out on Northwest Highway.
And she's loving.
She is 4 years old and just the most chilled out, the most macho dog they would ever want to give me. They gave me a really hardcore macho dog, but she.
Who do you hope will read this book?
You know, I hope everyone reads it. The funny thing is, I've had so many more adults read it than kids right now, and adults keep recommending it to other adults, and it's just it seems to be everyone has that experience, and even if it's not a dog, if it's a cat, everyone can share something. Everyone sees something in the book that reminds them of their pet. You know, Corky the dog in the book. Boy's head, which is the kind of quirk that dog has. But everyone, when they read that, everyone remembers the weird quirk their dog had, whether it be going to pick up rocks when you go for a walk, like my dog did, or whatever it is. That one weird thing your dog does, you just remember, and that's what lives inside you forever. That's the part that you keep with you, and that's the part that blesses you all the time.
That is so true. My husband, after the dog died, our dog died, he says, well, we'll just go get another dog. And I'm like, oh, no, we won't. This is not like we broke a plate. This is so no, it took me, and I still grieve for my baby. All right, you're celebrating something this weekend. You've got Dog Day afternoon.
It's called Doggy Day Afternoon. We're just celebrating, you know, dogs in general, because that's one of the big messages of the book. Just every day with your dog is a blessing. And so tomorrow, White Rock Lake Dog Park, Eastlake Pet Orphanage is going to be there with Trinket, unless someone scoops up Trinket today.
Oh yeah.
Wild About Harry's is going to have hot dogs. If it's cold, we're all going to huddle up like penguins out there. And it's going to be a blast. And I'm going to be selling the book and signing it. If not, it's at Borders and Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and, you know, It's everywhere.
Get this book. Oh, I just loved it. Thank you for
thank you.
touching my heart with that.
Well,
all right. If you want to attend Bill's Doggy Day afternoon, it takes place on Saturday, April the 7th. It's at the White Rock Dog Park in Dallas from 10 to 4. You can find Bill's book, The Forever Dog, on Amazon.com or at your favorite Barnes & Noble bookstore. We'll take a short break right now. I'm going to play with Trinket. And when we come back, Blair Patterson from Estee Lauder gets us made up for spring. So stay with us. Hey, Trinket!